I've never had chicken before in my life. I was pescatarian. Those tearful words marked the beginning of what would become TikTok's most disturbing transformation, only after YouTube's Nikocado. But what the millions watching didn't know was that this wasn't just about breaking a diet. It was the first step in an elaborate scheme that would involve secret payments, custom videos, and an underground community known as feeders. In just 1 year, JellyBean Sweets went from innocent dance videos to something far more sinister. Some call her the female Nikocado Avocado, but the truth is darker than anyone imagined. 2 burritos, all under 4 minutes. The sauce drips everywhere as JellyBean Sweets shoves food into her mouth at an alarming rate, but this isn't just another mukbang video. Hidden in plain sight is a coded message to a specific audience, one that's willing to pay hundreds of dollars for custom content. Yeah, the kind that ruins people's lives. The gasp I gasped when I realized she was eating 2 at the same time, OMG. Wrote one concerned viewer. Another pleaded, didn't we learn our lesson from Nikocado? In July 2024, explosive screenshots surfaced showing the dark reality behind these videos. Private messages revealed requests for messing eating, with offers ranging from $150 to $400 per video. Talk about selling yourself out, might I say. More disturbing was her response. Can I still post it to TikTok? Suggesting this wasn't her first time making such content. The pattern became clear, each video becoming more extreme than the last. Multiple meals a day. Breakfast mukbangs with 1,710 calories in donuts alone. Lunch sessions drenched in sauce. Dinner videos that pushed the boundaries of what TikTok would allow. This wasn't just content creation. It was performance art for a specific audience. Yeah, a bunch of fetishes. Her now deleted wish list told an even darker story. Items ranging from $200 to $400 purchased by anonymous benefactors. The truth? JellyBean Sweets had tapped into a controversial underground community known as feeders, viewers who derive satisfaction from watching others consume excessive amounts of food. While publicly claiming modest earnings, my RPM is always below 10 cents. Yeah, my butt. She was allegedly building a lucrative private enterprise. Each video, each sauce-covered moment, carefully choreographed to attract both public views and private customers. Even mainstream influencers took notice, like when Trisha Paytas mentioned her on a podcast. JellyBean excitedly responded. She said she would want to eat with me. But what seemed like an innocent excitement masked as a calculated move into bigger collaborations and wider audience. You seem sweet. You deserve to live a long, healthy life, one fan pleaded, but these concerns missed the bigger picture. Recently, something changed. Her custom content shifted to slower mukbangs. Management stepped in. But was this really an attempt at reform? Or just damage control after the leaked messages threatened to expose the entire operation? Now, with a professional manager and plans for travel content, JellyBean Sweets appears to be distancing herself from her most extreme content. But the question remains, can someone truly leave behind such a lucrative underground market, or is this just another performance for the camera? The implications extend far beyond any one creator's journey. Industry insiders estimate that feeder content generates millions in private transactions annually, with creators often making 3 to 4 times their public platform earnings through private commissions. While publicly downplaying her earnings, claiming food purchases through DoorDash were like an investment, leaked messages revealed single custom videos fetching more than the cost of a week's worth of mukbang. The math became clear. This wasn't just about content creation, it was about building a private clientele of people who want to feed you to death. I can't help but feel bad for those kids in Africa starving. The frequency was staggering. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks all recorded and posted within hours of each other. While other mukbang creators typically post a few times per week to maintain their health, JellyBean was pushing out 3 to 4 videos daily. The question wasn't just why, it was for whom. Her comment section became a secret marketplace. It looked like ordinary fan interaction often contained coded requests for custom content. A seemingly innocent, "Can you try this with extra sauce?" could carry a very different meaning to those in the know. And those in the know how messed up these people really are. In 2 weeks, I'll be in Taiwan, she announced recently, but this wasn't just about travel content. Sources suggest these international trips often involve private meetups with high-paying clients, a common practice in the feeder community that's rarely discussed publicly. Perhaps most disturbing is how mainstream brands have embraced this content. Companies like Raising Cane's, Chipotle, and Wingstop regularly comment on her posts, effectively normalizing behavior behavior that health experts warn could have life-threatening consequences. "Y'all are just feeding the algorithm, and I love it," she responded to critics. Yeah, the algorithm isn't the only thing being fed here. She responded to the critics, echoing the same defiance that characterized Nikocado's early responses to concern. But unlike Nikocado, who took years to reach his most extreme content, JellyBean's transformation happened at an alarming pace. Now, with management involved and a shift toward slower mukbangs, some say JellyBean Sweets is trying to clean up her image. But leaked DMs from as recent as last month suggest the private side of her business continues, just more discreetly. The question isn't just whether she'll follow Nikocado's path, it's whether she's already created something more sophisticated and potentially more dangerous, a blueprint for monetizing destructive behavior through both public platforms and private channels. After mukbanger Pang Xiaoting's tragic death in July 2024 from consuming 22 pounds of food, the community was forced to reckon with real dangers of this content. Yet the views, likes, and corporate sponsorships continue to flow. The mukbang industry on TikTok has exploded, with the hashtag Mukbang generating over 45 billion views globally. Studies suggest that exposure to mukbang content can influence eating habits, particularly among younger viewers. A 2023 study found that regular viewers of mukbang content were 51% more likely to engage in binge eating behaviors. We're social creatures, that makes nothing but sense. Former moderators from her live streams have come forward with disturbing allegations. According to them, many of her spontaneous eating challenges were actually carefully choreographed performances, with specific viewers requesting and paying for particular behaviors through third-party payment systems. The evidence is in the details. Early live streams show genuine interaction with fans. Recent ones follow a pattern: specific foods, specific camera angles, specific eating styles, all apparently catering to private requests made in advance. "This is just what's on my page, y'all," she often says, but that casual dismissal hides a complex operation. Sources close to her suggest that what we see on TikTok represents less than half of her actual content creation. The rest exists in a shadowy economy of private commissions and custom requests. The physical toll is undeniable. Medical experts who have analyzed her content warn of potential long-term health consequences. Yet the views keep climbing, the private requests keep coming, and the content keeps getting more extreme. So what's really happening with JellyBean Sweets? Is she truly the female Nikocado Avocado? Yes. Or has she created something far more calculated? While Nikocado's journey seemed driven by a desperate need for attention, yes, that too, JellyBean's transformation suggests something more methodical, a carefully crafted persona designed to maximize both public engagement and private profit. Again, this is just Nikocado 2, Electric Boogaloo. As she approaches 2 million followers, the question isn't just about where this ends, it's about what happens to the countless young creators who see her success and decide to follow her blueprint. How many more will be tempted by the promise of easy money and viral fame, only to find themselves trapped in the same cycle? Seriously, look at Nikocado. He got out of it and looks way better and happier. The real story of JellyBean Sweets isn't just about mukbangs or social media fame. It's about how platforms and audiences can incentivize and reward increasingly dangerous behavior, all while pretending not to see the damage being done. Remember those words, it's like an investment. But the real question is, at what cost? It's her dignity, I'll say. What do you think about JellyBean Sweets' transformation? Is she truly the female Nikocado Avocado? Or is there still hope for a different ending to her story? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more.